Last time on Avalon, with Alex the human Pharmacon Wraith, Khurtin the Nephine sniper conscript, Ivan the Atlan incantor, Nevo the Atlan necros, Jack the Nephine armorist, and Simon the human phantom thief mountebank. Finally, a little respite in the form, or a little respite of civilization for our group after spending a long week along the banks of the Watcham River. Real beds, stove-cooked food, and best of all, no murderous beasties to keep an eye out for at the dead of night. After a celebratory night of drinking, our party sets out to complete their next set of tasks, milking venomous snakes, tagging chupacabras, and meeting with a possible ally for their bolete task in the form of Big Joe the Giant, a member of the Copotelgo Department of Agriculture who revealed that he wished to capture the bolete for admittedly unusual reasons. Later on the second night, the party was visited by Feyre, who had come to return the unusual blades that they had discovered, and handed over documentation she had that she had printed out on their identification. Handing over their notes, Faye revealed that the mysterious dust blades were in fact elvish in make, meaning that their origins dated back to the furthest annals of Avalonian history. Meanwhile, Simon snuck away on the first day of town, intent on investigating St. Morticia's correctional facility, which lay not too far from town. Saddling up on a horse, Simon set out into the dusty plains in search of answers.
Yeehaw!
So we'll start with Simon doing this, just so he can have some time. This will be back on the first day, you traveling... Oops, shit, drop my dice. Oh, there we go. All the way to St. Morticia's on horseback.
Yeah.
Let me see here. It's around... Looking at my notes. It's around like 3-ish. You finally get to like the outskirts of where the prison is. I want you to roll a perception check. Let's just see how well you get on this. You are notoriously good at these. You say as you
Yeah. Well, before I didn't have any point ranks in it. It's not as hilarious now, but nonetheless, let's do a great roll here. Let's just perceive the shit out of this. Nope.
Okay. Okay. You don't need to strain your eyes too hard in order to see this. You are a good distance away. I'll say that you can be viewing this from atop like a small like hill within the Dusty Plains area. You notice that the prison is still an absolute wreck. What is new, though, is the countless vehicles that are now surrounding the prison. It looks like... Here we go.
More importantly, of what make?
It looks like a bunch of federal vehicles. You see the logo for the Department of Federal Investigations. Basically Avalon's FBI.
Well,
I was about to ask, is this basically the Roswell situation?
I will say...
Would they be called the DFI or the FI here?
The DFI, Department of Federal Investigations. It looks like they got this place...
Oh, fuck the feds.
I wouldn't even say, like, quarantined off. This looks like a crime scene investigation. You've got people who have tents set up, and it looks like they're examining like bodies that might have been left behind. You got some people who are look like they're loading up boxes of stuff onto trucks, and you got police around kind of keeping an eye on the area. I will say with that 10, because it is noticeable, but you're not going to be see who, you notice, not the Typhon, But your boss is just a car, parked out front as well.
Hey.
So, things I've learned. One, the army of Atlanteans isn't still here. So that's good news. Two, someone more responsible than me is taking care of the problem. That's pretty much all I was worried about. Oh, wait. Hold on 1 second. The dead. That's something I have to investigate further. Simon is going to... He has to gather... Okay, so Simon has one... Simon had a core objective that has just been fulfilled, which was the nature of the continued Atlantean threat. Like, are they building a fortress here? Are they spreading out and laying waste? Or did they just... they're gone? Which is not what he expected. He expected to like see some rudimentary Atlantean structures and then fuck off. So seeing the DFI here is simultaneously worrying and reassuring. But more importantly, he does have a secondary objective here, which is that he wanted to see who survived, especially Barb.
Okay.
But so now he's like racking his brain over how to try and slip in, find some kind of information about that and slip out.
Okay.
I don't want to make you roleplay like I don't want to because I don't know how many details of this map and this area you have figured out in your head right now.
I've got a little bit figured out. I actually planned on setting aside about 30 minutes for you.
So generally speaking, if we're just doing theater of the mind, generally speaking, there's cops outside.
Yes.
And then inside, the DFI is investigating, and somewhere some member of Justice Fist is here.
Yes.
Or members. I'm trying to remember the general layout. Does it look like there was more fighting after we left? Like a lot more? Destruction, or does it look kind of like how we ran away?
I mean, the place was already fucked up by Anatar's sunlight laser melting the walls, so unless you were to kind of like go around and look in the back, I would say you're kind of facing the front at this moment.
So specifically, okay, so I'm going to do some more careful checking here. Let's see, is there a... Let me look at this.
I sadly do not have the prison map anymore set up with
No, that's fine. I'm not going to make you, like, specifically, but what I am going to do is as a full round action, extend the casting of illusion into a full round action. Oh, god damn it, this is so risky. So there's cops outside, so I could make myself look like one of them, right?
You could.
Like I could pick one that's stationed on this end, turn into them, circle around to the other end, and try to approach stealthily, and then if someone catches me, oh, I'm just on patrol or some shit.
Mm-hmm. You could do that.
I could just waltz up and be like, hi.
Hey, Storm,
I mean, I do have an inch. Go ahead.
Yes, Kit?
Just picture this. Are the FBI agents basically like the cartoon depiction of FBI where they all look the same? Like, same haircut, same suit, same sunglasses, stuff like that?
Not necessarily. They are... there's multiple different races within the department. There's Atlans, humans, Umbran, Gemma. It's not like one race per thing. They generally wear something formal, like business attire, while they're working. They're not going out there in their like short shorts and casual Sunday.
I'm gonna make a quick roll.
Okay.
I think it'll be knowledge local, but I don't remember which. No, don't listen to me right now, phone. Do I know if federal agents such as the DFI often are enchanted with true sight or other kinds of have magical means to see through illusions and deception?
Local police might generally have, like, an enforcement wizard on their payroll who'll deal with magic. Unless... I'm trying to think here. Same thing with the FDI, or the DFI, where generally they'll have a wizard there. If something, like, magical pops up, they'll be like, hey, can we get...
Something definitely has popped up right now. I would say they probably have a wizard on hand.
It's probably somewhere inside, helping out with any stuff inside.
But not necessarily... It's not going to be something where all of the guards have sunglasses, and I should have known that they all have sunglasses that see through illusions.
No. Magic stuff is generally expensive, and they won't be... like, on a town budget, they're not going to be, like, arming every single police officer with magical equipment. Because that shit is pricey.
Cool. Yeah, that's what I was just worried. When I was thinking about it's the DFI, maybe they were funded enough. So I wanted to kind of check and see if my character would know if he's doing something stupid. Okay, then I'm going to do that. I'm going to... Well, maybe I'm just going to perform a regular old... Rather than be one of the identical people that's already here, how many are there? Is it how many people are here?
I would say standing out front, it looks like there's 2 police officers kind of keeping an eye on the entrances. But people walking in and out of the prison, seems like there might be a few.
Mm-hmm. I want to see, are they using identification when they leave and exit and enter?
Roll me perception.
Okay.
14? You're not seeing anybody flashing any badges as they go in and out. It's... Based upon this location, the fact that this prison is in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, it seems like everyone there is kind of chill with everyone else. Like, you're not gonna have random people just walking in off the dusty country road up to the prison.
Mm-hmm.
Like...
Except for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so is there a... I'm just going to sneak up closer.
Okay.
And before I do that, I'm going to generally try to disguise myself as a DFI agent using illusion.
Okay, so you give yourself like a trench coat, maybe a nice tie.
Yes.
You also... Here's another thought. You also have a copper badge with you. A Justice Fist copper badge. You could illusion into something.
Sure, I'm going to try to roll... okay, well, I guess I won't roll until you make me roll, but I want to make it look like a DFI badge.
Alright, roll me.
Would it be a knowledge? like history? Would it be a disguise check? Would it be...
It's going to be royalty, since royalty serves as, like, government.
Okay.
F. Hey.
Okay, not bad. Not bad. If you give them, like, a quick flash of it, you're pretty sure they won't notice. Any discrepancy.
Okay, but it would still be suspicious if a completely regular looking DFI agent rode up on horseback. What or would it? Because if it would be suspicious, then I'll sneak up. If it wouldn't be that weird, then I will just approach.
It might be a little easier to sneak up.
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak up there.
Okay. Roll me that stealth check. Let's see how well you do.
24.
Yeah, no problem. You are ducking behind, like, bushes. And then anytime a guard, like one of the police officers, looks over at you, you're like, nope, I'm a bush. And he's like, guess it was nothing. Chupacabra? No, it was nothing.
Just a bush.
Just a bush, dude. You managed to make your way on up there without too much problem.
Okay. How close am I right now? Am I inside? Am I outside?
I would say with that stealth check, you managed to get up to the entrance.
Okay, so I'm at the entrance. And now I need to think. Okay, so I will just appear from around a corner. Like, so like I'm just like coming around something where people are coming and going, and then when there's a brief break, I also just walk in, and just as casually as the others have been coming in and out, I go in through the entrance and I flash my badge and go in.
Okay. As you walk on by, one of the officers kind of looks at you, gives you a nod. Kind of goes back to his post, or kind of watching down the road.
Give a nod and go in.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright, you're in the prison. It is scorched. It is vacant. Aside from the agents who are currently walking around the place, it looks like they are gathering up documents pretty much anywhere that they can. It looks like they're doing a thorough investigation of this place.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me think. So, first off, do I see any of my employers?
Roll me a perception check.
I'm historically good at these.
No.
Nope.
That's
Historically bad at these.
Yep, sure I am. Okay, okay, well, great. I don't see them, so I'm not going to sidle up. And Simon was considering revealing just to his coworker that he was there, just for fun, just for the extra challenge. I would just be like, "I work for you," and but he's going to go, I guess. Okay, so he's here to get information on people who lived or died in the aftermath of the escape.
Alright.
So I guess I'm looking for, are there still bodies in body bags and stuff? What is the state of this? Has it already been cleared out?
It looks like a lot of the bodies have been cleared out. It looks like the few that they have remaining, they're using the former doctor's office there to kind of store anyone that they need to before they move them on out.
Are they using that? Are they having records there?
Yes.
they're doing death certificates and such. Those are from the altercation are currently on file in the. Okay, I'm going to head there.
Okay. You head on in. All right. You head on over to the doctor's office. First thing you notice, you absolutely recognize the guy at the kind of sitting at the doctor's table, kind of like looking over notes. It's Dr. Thanatos.
Okay.
And without even like looking over his shoulder, as you kind of enter on it, he's like, "Hey, I just put it over there, put it over there." You see him toss aside a folder, open up another one, look on through.
Okay, let me think here. He would say... hold on, let me... Oh yeah, voice. He says... Y'all are the mercenary doctor we called in, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not from around here. Got transferred in for a second. They were short-staffed, and I'm trying to figure down the. There's loved ones that I guess need to be contacted, so I'm trying to find where they're keeping the registry of the prisoners that lived or died in the incident.
And he, without even looking up, he kind of points over his shoulder, next to the door, like always. Get it updated whenever I can.
And I'm all right. Well, if he's gonna be distracted and leave me alone, then I'm gonna look through that, thumb through that.
All right. Let me see here. Looking on through. Let me see. There's a lot of casualties you're finding.
Shit. I mean, I knew, but shit.
You're not finding any Jane Does in particular. It doesn't look like there's any notifications of those among the Atlantean zealots that you guys dealt with getting out of here.
Yeah, I wondered about that too.
You do see Barbara's name on there. Her name is not checkmarked off.
Barb.
It looks like... Who was that other little
She
dude?
survived after all.
What's Barb's last name?
What about JoJo's?
What's your full name?
Or JoJo?
Jeez.
Hold on. Let me see. What did I give her name?
Barb Wyerson.
I could see.
You know what? Screw it. Barb Wyerson. Barbara Wyerson.
She really was barbed wire.
And yeah, as Kit was saying, you're also not seeing JoJo's name marked off on there. Little Hispanic guy who was helping, the little Hispanic teen that was kind of helping you out every once in a while.
Oh.
Excellent. I let out a sigh of relief and I put it back. And what is Dr. Thanatos doing right now?
Hunted now.
Thanatos, let me see here. As you kind of put down the chart, you see him toss aside another. Let me see, another folder, and he walks on up to the chart you're just holding, takes out a red pen, scratches out another name, and kind of wanders on over, grabs a coffee cup off his desk. I'll be back in just a second. I gotta go refill my juice.
Juice.
My coffee. with a little something special thrown in. Doctor's orders.
Yeah, all right. We are not subject to the same rules and regulations we are.
I hear that. He looks you right in the face and he kind of gives you a lift of his mug. Alright. Just a heads up, if you go digging through anyone's pockets, we've already had 3 people stuck by shivs. Digging through pockets, so, yeah. Gives you a pat on the shoulder.
Why, I'd never go digging through someone's pockets. That'd be illegal.
Well, I mean, it's not like you're... Well, I hope you're not stealing things, you weirdo.
What? How are so many people getting shivved?
Well, first... Man, you're new to this. Well, first, you have a prisoner who wants some protection. And so, they take a sharp piece of metal and they like, skiv it down. And then they put it in their pocket for the next time they want to stab somebody.
Oh, yeah, now I'm enlightened. Thank you.
There you go. Doing my job.
I like that this guy just gave you all fucking 101 on shivving.
I've done it at least once or twice before.
I'm surprised that there's no information about Calvin.
How about y'all get your bean juice, Chief?
Gives you a... kind of raises up his cup to you and wanders on out. Don't touch my desk! I just got it organized!
Okay, did he just leave?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm ruffling through his desk now.
Okay. Looking for anything in particular?
Anything of note about what, anything interesting that he has already found? Is he taking notes? Does he have notes on this case so far?
Yes. Let me see here. It looks like he's been brought in specifically for his medical knowledge. Kind of taking a look at all the bodies that have been brought in. He's noting quite a few of them have been executed. Crossbow style. A lot of the prisoners, you pick out a couple of them you recognize that were lined up when you guys were escaping from the prison. It looks like they were gunned down, possibly by the Centaurians, or Avatar Centaurians. Some of them you're seeing on there severe burn damage, possibly by whatever that energy weapon he was using. It looks like he was also going through Dr. Trueblood's medical notes on anyone he's had in his morgue and kind of like cross-checking them.
That asshole.
And it looks like he was kind of going on through making inquiries onto, like, applying his medical knowledge against the doctors.
He didn't take my rat bite seriously.
Now I have sepsis.
Unbelievable. Okay, so I look over that. I don't see anything particularly interesting, but I wanted to see if he was investigating the Atlanteans to any extent. I'm going to take. There's a pen nearby that he's writing with, most likely. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, at the bottom of the page after. So okay, wait. Is it like a pile of papers or like a little journal?
It looks like he has a notepad off to the side that he's been scribbling down notes in. Kind of like the notepads, or the little journals that you guys have. And it looks like he has a big old, stack of folders that has a bunch of, patient profiles in it.
Okay, in his notes, so I lift up the page so that it's the next one that he'll see, and I write, and I take the pen and I write, Simon was here. Enjoy the bean juice, Chief.
Okay.
Boss. Enjoy the bean juice, boss.
All right.
And then with my business, my information gathering job concluded, I just usual suspects my way, Kaiser Soze my way.
As you kind of shuffle on through the crowd, you hear Dr. Thanos, or you see Dr. Thanos kind of come out of another room with a cup of coffee, and you see him look on down the hall. Gomez, how's it coming? You hear no answer back, but you see Thanos kind of give like the thumbs up, like, yeah, it's going good. Yeah. Okay. Start walking on back to the morgue.
I do try to beat feed so he can't question what I'm doing.
All right.
It's a confident power walk out.
Zip on out of there. I'm guessing you're kind of coming the same way that you left on out, kind of ducking around the corner and heading back to your horse.
Yep, that's exactly it. Do you want me to roll a stealth out?
Roll one more stealth out.
Okay.
27. Okay, yeah, you get out of there, no problem. As you're kind of like walking by, kind of jumping behind the same bushes that you were leaping behind, you end up jumping behind one, and you find that you are like face to face with a sleeping chupacabra who's just basking out in the sun, and you're like, nope, 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 step on over it. Oh. Your cell phone goes off and it wakes up. Roll initiative.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh, no.
You got it.
Run! Fuck! Make your way back to your horse. And you start... Let me see here. You were actually gone for first day and the second day. So I'm trying to think of how to justify this. Do you wish for Simon to kind of observe the place for the night, or would you rather he go try to make his way on back to town? Because basically Simon now has a full, like at least 12 hours, like almost 24 hours before, like, canonically he gets back to town.
Right, because I missed... Okay, let me think. Is there anything... Okay, so...
You visit the farmer again.
I could, but no, it's... I've actually got an idea about... I'm looking at the... Are there any... Is there any Atlantean stuff? Are they hauling it?
What?
Like, do they have like a van that they're loading up with like important stuff?
Every once in a while you'll see a cargo van kind of come on up, either loading in bodies, or it looks like boxes of documents. Let me see here. You're not seeing them haul away any Atlantean equipment, but you do every once in a while see them haul out an electronic, like kind of like some of the machinery you saw down in the basement.
Oh, right, of course. They're probably discovering all his crazy shit.
For simplicity's sake, do you just want to say that he kind of observes the,
Yeah, he observes because he's interested to see if anything special happens.
Okay. Let me see.
If like someone fancy rides up, or maybe there's anything he can, because he you know, he knows a payday when he sees one.
Okay.
There might be some stuff still here.
Okay.
But he's not gonna try to do it on the grounds. Like, that's too hot. But if they were, like, getting ready to transport it, and then, like, the truck is unattended for a second, he might have tried something. So he's watching for that, and he's just watching in general, too.
Okay. I would say the trucks are never left unattended. It pulls up, gets loaded on in, and then it just drives off down the road. I would say you don't see any, like, big wigs kind of popping in. It looks like throughout pretty much the entire time you're there, they kind of close down the site during the night. Keep a couple guards on location during the night. Kind of keep an eye on things. And then morning comes and they kind of start the whole routine over again. Dr. Thanos... Thanatos leaves in the Justicar during the night, and then he'll pop back in first thing in the morning. The car flying overhead, and then that's pretty much fancy. That's pretty much the entire routine for him. It looks like they're doing a thorough investigation of this place.
Ooh, I should have rummaged around the Justicar. Oh well, no, missed opportunities are missed. I better head back before I'm gone too long.
Okay. Start to head on back. Early morning of day 3. Let me see here. Strolling on into town. In which case... As you are roaming on down the streets, you end up returning the horse back to its owner. I'm going to just assume that you stole it.
So they just... Okay, so what I do is I make it look like a different horse. And so I'm just riding up, and then I walk, and then I just, like... I tie it up at the same place that I found other horses tied. Like, I grabbed a horse from somewhere where there were a couple tied up. Right outside of an establishment or something.
Okay.
And then I go to leave, and then, like, as I leave range, it turns back into the one I stole. Like, the illusion drops.
Okay. You are heading on down the dusty road, making your way back towards this inn that you guys originally stopped at, or this bed and breakfast that you guys are spending the week at. And as you are heading on up there, you're not even going to need to roll a perception check for this, just because of how noticeable... Oh, Ivan?
So something that I realized that we forgot to talk about during the 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I bought a bottle of aspirin. You never told me how much was in the aspirin or how much it cost.
It's consequential at the moment.
You have 100, and it cost you 1 copper. There you go. You're welcome. I did the job.
Ugh.
You okay with that?
I'm joking. Don't.
Well, yeah, we'll worry about the aspirin a little later.
Not important.
Let me see here. As you are wandering on up to this bed and breakfast that you see your vehicle parked
like an archer's quiver of arrows. It has as many pills as you want it to have.
You see, kneeling down in front of this bed and breakfast, this massive giant wearing a pair of overalls and a big old wool cap. And and you see him, like, his index finger extended, and he goes in and he pokes the front door.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Do we all hear a loud thud?
Roll me some perception checks.
Oh
And
boy.
I'm curious, in Vinagovia...
14.
Hold on a minute.
Is this the night after we all got super drunk, or is this the night after that night?
This is the night after that night. This is the morning following that. You guys have gotten your swords back.
Giants common in Vinagovia?
Let me see here.
Wait,
Or
so we
even
are hungover?
extinct.
You guys are not hungover.
Okay.
Hungover was the first night. You got your swords back the second night. This is...
I'm asleep, motherfucker.
Alex, you are just snoring. I will say Nevo, Jack... Khurtin want to roll?
I don't hear this.
This makes sense for Jack.
Lost
Yeah,
in a
I
cloud
hid
of
in
my
the
own
door.
supply.
Wrong side. There we go. Perception. There it is.
There we go.
Hey.
Okay.
God damn.
Okay, not bad. Not bad.
Perception, boys.
Let me see.
I would try to help, but I'm not very good at them.
You hear this... You guys from downstairs hear this loud knocking at the door. This...
So all of us, or
Hold on. No, not Ivan. Actually, screw it. Yep, Ivan can hear this too. And you hear a shouting, like a booming from outside your guys' window.
do I recognize
Dr.
his voice?
Lensman!
Okay.
Dr. Lensman, are you there?
Do I recognize his voice?
Yeah, you recognize this as the voice of Big Joe, Jehoshaphat.
Oh no, it's him.
What in the pinches?
The giant I was telling you about yesterday, that's him.
Hops out of bed, throws on his jacket.
Gets on his aviator coat and heads out.
Alright.
Continues snoring.
You know what? I'll walk over to your guys' room because I don't know if you're sharing a room with Dr. Linsman or not.
I will walk
I'm in with
out.
the ladies.
I will
Okay.
walk out to where the giant is.
Okay, there is a second floor porch. Right outside here. You can see on the second. Yeah.
You can be at eye level.
You guys... Second floor actually only comes up to, like, his hip.
Jesus fucking Christ.
He's a tall boy.
That's a
He's
tall
like
man.
40 feet tall.
He's the size of a mountain giant.
Paul fucking Bunyan
Or,
indeed.
Cloud giant.
And let me see here. I would say, Simon, you see your companions kind of
Hello?
shuffling on out to the second floor porch. And Ivan, as you kind of come on out, "Ah, little Atlan, is Dr. Linsman with you? I have urgent news."
What? Who are you?
Yes, she's currently... Do I hear Simon's voice?
You look on down and you actually see him kind of like wandering on up to your guys' lodgings.
Oh, I've got news.
Oh, Simon! Hi, we got
Yes.
our swords back.
Oh, excellent. I found some information that might be nice to know if we can get the group together.
Meanwhile, Jack in the hallway, tonk, 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 against the lady's door, like not letting up. Like, one of you is bound to wake up eventually. Others, I will kick this door down. It's floating through his mind.
Do you know this tall gentleman?
Yes, he was client that we are working with. Wanted bullet for pet.
Whoops.
Ah, for the school expedition bodyguard thing. All right. So the school
By the way, where's
is in
Baxter?
a contract with him? Does he work for the? Is he a student? Oh,
I had originally got and you see him kind of pull down reach down his finger at you to kind of shake hands with you. Jehoshaphat Running Cloud. Everyone here calls me Big Joe, or Big Joe.
Jumpin' Jehoshaphat.
But this is an urgent matter. If you could please find Dr. Linsman for me. This is actually about the Bolette.
Okay, I'll see what I can... I'll pop in and see what I can do.
Again, Jack in the hallway still banging on the door like, alright, fuck this shit.
Looks like someone's being a late sleeper.
The women's dorm opens on up, and you see the little goblin lady kind of looking up at you. Her face is painted green against her green skin, and she's got cucumbers over her eyes.
This is a different green.
Blink, blink. Not even gonna question it.
What do you want, feathers?
Raises an eyebrow at that. There's someone here for Dr. Linsman. Is she... peeks into the room slightly. Presentable.
So you're kind of slowly begin to, like, rise out of bed. Looks over at you. Grabs a pair of glasses off the nightstand. And as she goes to gets up, she realizes her arm is stuck underneath Alex. It's like...
Continue snoring.
Yanks it out from under you. What's up, Jack?
Jehoshaphat's outside looking for you. Literally references to like the nearest window down the hall. He's literally right outside. Something about the Bolette.
Okay, I'll go talk to him. Thank you. She kind of wanders on down.
Two-finger salute. Waddles down the hallway, out to the porch.
Simon's curious, so he's gonna listen in.
Right.
By the way,
hold
where's
on.
Baxter?
Baxter's still in the room.
Probably still hibernating under the bed.
Yep.
Either
That's
that
his
or
new
cowering under it.
Dr. Linsman? Big Joe? And you see Joe reach into his pocket. I received an urgent telegram this morning I think you might want to read. And from his pocket, he clenched between his fingers is a tiny slip of paper, like a person-sized telegram. He takes out like a little... He pulls out a telescope out of his pocket, like a little... like lens. It pulls up to his eye. That's the right one. Hands it off to Dr. Linsman, and Dr. Linsman looks at this piece of paper, shrubs her eyes, kind of starts to read it, kind of mouthing it off. And you see her face go pale. And she looks over at you, Ivan and Ivan and Jack, kind of just noticing you now, Simon. And she's gonna hand you guys off this. If you'd like to read it out.
I volunteer. Dear Big Joe, I hope that this telegram reaches you in a timely manner, as I have urgent and unfortunate news in regards to the albino Bolette you have been keeping your eyes on. I'm afraid that the creature has been slain. A group of poachers have been arrested in connection with its slaughter and are currently being held by the authorities and are awaiting trial as it was a protected animal. The body of the poor creature was confiscated and it's currently being held at a police warehouse until such time as to dispose of its body. I know you had your heart setting on capturing the beast for conservation reasons, but if you would like to examine the remains for your study, then please come down to Itopolo. Itopolo. Sincerely, Julie. And he reads that aloud.
No!
for those of whom who are present to hear. And he looks, after finishing the letter, looks up to Big Joe, who's probably like hunched over, looking down at us on the second floor.
He is hunched over. He's kind of nervously, kind of like averting his gaze and is pushing his index fingers together. Kind of like a small child who's like, this is bad. Dr. Lensman looks livid. She's not saying anything, but she is just staring into the void.
Can I roll sense motive to kind of see why?
Yeah, go ahead.
I would like to as well, since I am also here.
I mean, I know why.
No, I know why, but Ivan...
Yeah, I know why as well, but...
It doesn't really...
Okay, well, Jack can't read people. This makes sense.
Where is sense motive?
Near the bottom. It's right below ride.
There it is. Yeah. Oh boy.
That one! Wow.
Makes sense.
She's
Autism
actually happy
activates.
about it.
Jack, she's just... It's not hard to tell that she's pissed, but she's just keeping a straight face. Ivan?
Mm-hmm.
Ivan? Oh, hey, a moth.
Okay,
For a
that's
second, I
still
thought you
fitting.
were gonna say, Ivan, look out, a cicada.
Dr. Lensman rubs the bridge of her nose, and she wanders back inside. She goes, she pounds on the girls' room. Ladies,
Yeah, good.
up and at 'em. Pounds on the guys' doors. Up and at 'em. Got work to do.
What did I miss?
People are kind of waking up in your room.
Is there any chance the Bulete had others, like children, or?
I don't know. What I do know is that I'd like to get to eat a polo to check it out. She kind of begins to think for a second. That creature was literally one of a kind. And now it's dead. Fantastic. Alright, we got some work to do. She kind of looks on over at you, Alex.
Hey, what happened?
Old Sashmo got poached.
Oh, fuck.
I need to get to eat a polo. How fast can your car go?
Pretty fucking fast.
Alright. Salem, you're spending the day with me. That... Alright, madam. Sure. Everyone else, you have jobs to do. Get to that. Joe! And Joe kind of like flinches when he hears his name. I keep forgetting you're not one of my students. Do you want to come down to eat a polo with us? Like, I'd like to see it, you know? Alright. Alex, be a dear. Let's get breakfast, let's get ready, and let's get down to eat a polo. I've got a lot of work to do.
Right. Well...
Can anyone catch
ready.
reduced person?
Don't worry, I'll go get my wheels.
Excuse me?
And he gets up and starts to walk on down the road. I'll meet you on in a little bit.
I'm just imagining the biggest tricycle.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Wait, why does he just run alongside us? He could probably outspeed the fucking car.
For a little bit, and then get tired.
Just like
Yeah, but
the windmill's grind wheel for a front wheel.
Wait. Wait, why do I imagine it's that scene from fucking the one? Ah, God, what movie was it from? I'll bring it up later.
Okay. So here,
I just
you guys
imagine a Mad Max car.
you guys sit down. You guys have a really quick breakfast. Let me see here. Gonna
Perfect.
bring.
Over breakfast,
Yes, Simon.
I would like to share news.
Yeah, we maybe have news too.
Well,
I
me
guess you.
first.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Oh wait, hold on.
Around the so are we all sitting at a table together or at multiple tables?
The dining room table is first floor, this little area down here. The students have their own table that they kind of eat at, they shoot the shit, and they share anything, like any notes for today. Dr. Lensman sits with them, so you guys basically have a table to yourself.
Yeet.
Okay, perfect. Then I won't have to make this any more complicated.
I'm giving Baxter some of my food.
This works because I'm eating right now. So,
Good thing I'm munchies.
my brief sojourn to a place of meeting was productive.
Oh yeah. What
Well,
did you see?
to allay any fears you have, the Atlanteans, they're gone. Where'd they go? I don't know. But, well, the DFI's all over the place, the feds, the American Investigation Force.
Well, I know where at least one of them went.
Oh, really?
I, out of character, don't remember.
The bank of
around for when we
Pavolich.
found this out, but yeah, they robbed a bank in back in city name.
Nuvidnolik.
New
Which
Nolik.
bank?
One that apparently contained an item that we're familiar with.
Part of the shard.
Yep.
Small potatoes joint, but, well, if they're keeping something that valuable there.
Well, it sounds like
so-
you know the warden was the one who was keeping it there or knew about it or something.
Yeah, Calvin had a item stored there from what I remember being down there.
And it's not there anymore.
Correction, he had a contact that
Right.
had it stored there.
Either way, it got
They've
stolen.
mostly cleared the place out. I was hoping maybe I could find one of those fancy crossbow rifle things.
Did your voice get deeper?
Yeah, I was gonna say, it sounds like you have a voice modulator on.
Yes, it is. In fact, I've had it on the entire time.
Did you do it on purpose or?
There.
Yes. And I've used it in previous sessions as well, with no one noticing.
Really?
You sounded a lot higher pitched in previous sessions.
All right,
Never
focus.
did lose ever from
Focus.
noticing it. Anyway.
Okay, now.
So
No loot,
nobody's
but
there.
it
Yeah.
might interest you to know the Justice Fist was already on the scene.
Yeah, no, I mean, I kind of knew about that. I asked them about that and sort of told them about that and maybe directed them to look into that.
That Dr. Thanatos, he didn't know it was me, but I knew it was him.
Very clever of you.
That was interesting. Oh, and, I took a moment to peruse the death records of the incident.
Yeah.
Looks like a compatriot, Bob Dwyer, escaped with her life.
Wait, what?
Nope.
Barb's fucking alive?
Indeed.
Holy shit.
At least they haven't found a body yet.
I mean,
And if they
it'd
didn't,
be a hard body to miss.
They didn't. And
Rock hard!
I mean, she was a tough one.
Yeah.
JoJo's alright too.
How loud are we having this conversation, by the way?
Quietly.
Quiet, but not whispering.
Fuck.
Question.
Son of a bitch.
So, that's my good news for the day.
Yeah.
Storm, question.
Good.
Yes.
Can I roll something to see if Ivan would know about, like, the FDI or whatever they're called in this universe? I can't remember.
The DFI. What would you like to
The
know about
DFI.
them?
If they listen in on conversations, like kind of how the American government does.
You wouldn't be able to roll to know that unless you're... At most, it'd be like a conspiracy theory sort of thing. You know what?
DFI?
Go ahead and roll a knowledge of nobility / government.
It's the Don't Fart Institute.
I failed. Nat 20. Okay. Let me see here. You remember during the war, the DFI was not exactly like the people that you worried about. There were shadier aspects of the government that they were like, beware of these people. They'll read your mind, dude. The DFI is more like an internal like investigation. If something like really piques the government's interest happening in shores, like within its borders, then they send the DFI. There's other agencies for dealing with like other countries. And plus, wiretapping really isn't the easiest thing during these times. It's not like you can hook up a computer and start recording everything. Like, wiretapping back in the day meant you had to plug into the party line, you had to be on there like 24/7 listening in, and then you had to be quiet or else people would hear you on the other end.
Record everything on a record.
Do they have ribbon recording?
Let me see here. I'm gonna have to look into that. As a
To be
DM.
determined later.
Cassettes are old enough.
I will
Plus,
determine
we have
that.
determined that early technology.
God, I got down into a rabbit hole of conspiracy theories this game.
Fucking Barb. Well, good for Barb. Let's see, do we have any other news? Snakes. I guess you saw Big
By the
Joe.
way, wasn't Barb's name in the place called? Wasn't? Oh, never mind.
You never learned her last name.
I thought I knew of her title, Barb.
And that's a
Wire.
secret I'll keep to my grave.
One of these days I'm gonna learn Simon's last name. I have something interesting to say.
I think you might have noticed, or I think you might have talked to him about that actually.
No,
we
nope,
haven't.
haven't talked to him about her yet.
Okay.
Hasn't come up.
Nope.
Was it not during... He brought it up when you guys were given an interview at Justice Fist, and you guys gave your full name. And Alex
shit.
actually took notice of that.
Well,
I was
fuck.
there.
I believe... you actually might have made mention of it to Simon. I
Looks at Simon.
can't remember, actually.
No, I thought he used a pseudonym for when he did the interview thing. It's something like Keith something.
No, it was... He actually used his last name, because I have it recorded down.
Huh. Well, I'll figure that out later. If we finish breakfast, nobody else has anything else to say. Eyeballs around. Alex is gonna head out to the Justicar, and unfortunately, I do need to ask again what the name of the secretary was, because I did not save all of the nice notes that I took last time, and I'm so mad at myself.
The secretary of Justice Fist, her name is Janine.
Janine?
Think Janine from Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
That's where the voice came from.
And I'm gonna ask about what the students' names were, because I totally noted those down, and then they were gone, and I'm really mad at myself. I'm gonna save it this time before I freaking exit out of Roll20.
It should be in handout documents, contracts.
It can happen later.
Here we go. Clients. There's Dylan Creed, who's the male human. Astrid, who is the Nafine. Salem Dusk, who is the Umbran, who's going with you guys. And Crumble Dumble, who was the female goblin. And that's
By the way,
in
I
the
made sure to give
contracts.
some of my breakfast to,
Was Astrid the one who wasn't really
Baxter.
into it and wanted to be an actress?
Yes.
And was... Fuck. The human dude, was he the one who was a huge nerd?
Yes.
What was his name again?
Dylan Creed. Dylan.
And what was the other one? That was the furry or whatever, right?
Salem. He was the fluffy little Umbran. The guy who was a hunter.
Right, he was the hunter. Okay. Cool. Notes. Recovered. Gonna go down to the Justicar and call Janine and see if there's anything. Probably not, but just gonna check in on the whole looking for my brother thing.
Okay. Let me see here.
Hi, Janine. Good morning.
Oh, good morning, dear. How you doing today?
Oh, well, we got some bad news, but you know.
Oh, no. What happened?
Oh, Satchmo got poached.
I have no idea what that means.
He was the albino buletta, you know, like one of a kind critter that was wild out here. Sort of sad if you're into environmental conservation, and he was sort of like a mascot for the area, so it's sort of sad in general.
Also sad if you wanted a bonus.
That too.
Wow.
Hey man, we got our priorities.
I mean, I never even met him, and I got attached.
Let me see. And we
I don't believe Satchmo was a thing.
Anyway, heard anything about my brother? I know it's only been like a day or two, but you know.
We've been keeping an eye out on the streets. I have been hearing reports of a gentleman fitting his description wandering around town.
Oh boy.
We're going to be...
Any luck on getting that message to him? Maybe give him a good kick in the ass?
I'll tell Keith to get right on that.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
No shooting, just a good fit.
I'm not saying that. You can shoot him if you want to.
I know whenever Keith does anything, things get shot, but...
Thank you so much, Janine. I really appreciate it. I will check back in tomorrow morning, see if anybody's gotten to contact him.
All right. Talk to you later, sweetie.
Bye, Janine.
All right.
And I'm just gonna wait in the car for the doctor.
All right. You see Linsman kind of hurrying on up to the Justicar. It looks like she's got a couple of bags of stuff with her. Throws them into the trunk. Salem Dusk follows behind, gets in the back seat. And let me see here. And as you guys are getting ready, Alex you suddenly hear... It's not too hard to not notice this. You feel a rumbling through the ground. You see a puff of steam coming up your guys' way. As Jehoshaphat comes rolling on up to you guys, riding atop a steam locomotive that has been modified into a bicycle.
I love this man! Why is he the most fucking gentle being?
You see,
wait. We basically
ready
have
when you
a
are.
mixed up. Never mind.
I hope you can keep up.
Yeah. We'll see.
Impressive ride.
Why, thank you. Custom made. Because they don't make cars my size.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Just got that shit to work off the track, huh? The surface area on those wheels must be insane.
Great fuel mileage. Great for the environment.
Steam powered. Alright. He pulls out a little pair of motorcycle goggles.
Okay, that's even more ridiculous.
Are these like the size of the Hoover telescope?
And he's ready whenever you guys are.
I will
Alright,
put her into gear. You
Alright.
fuckers aren't coming. Do the job.
Doctor wants you guys to stay there to kind of help out with any tasks that these guys need. Jobs still need to be done.
Have fun catching snakes. And chupacabras, I guess.
Jane looks over at you. Pedal to the metal, please. I'd like to get there as soon as possible. I have no idea how fast the body, or how old the body is, or how fast it's going to decompose.
I will throw it into gear and put my foot to the floor.
Okay. Zip on down the road. Split this into two parts then. Let me see
Our
here.
speed compared to Big Joe.
Well, Big Joe is riding a modified steam train, so it's got a lot of speed to
I
it.
would like.
I would say you can go faster though if you remember. Do you remember? Roll me a knowledge of engineering.
Fuck.
Let's see if you remember.
Is there a fastness gear? HIJKE.
14.
Not very high.
Okay, well, that's still not bad. Still not bad. You remember page 257 of the manual? In particular, fire mode. Its
fuck.
maneuverability setting.
Does it look like the nitro from Fast and
Fire.
Furious?
Right, it's got a nitro. I pressed the nitro button.
Shift it into... You pull down the gear shift. See that magical sigil pop up in front of the vehicle, and it scans back to forth, or back to rear. The car
Totally
turns...
like, hey, Professor, check this out.
Car turns red. And a little phoenix pops up on the hood ornament. In particular, do you wish to read out what the speed option is?
Oh yeah, let me grab that real quick. Control F for fire. Fire. Oh, next one. Nope, next one. Okay, I'm just gonna scroll down until I see red. And it's the movement, right?
Yes.
Spend the standard action. Benefit is long. You may use heat waves to push the Justicar. The Justicar's acceleration doubles, and its max speed becomes twice what it normally is.
Its max speed becomes X.
Yeah, X being.
It has no top speed.
2.
You just have acceleration.
Oh,
The problem-
unlimited acceleration.
The problem is slowing down in combat, so it's not a combat tool. It makes driving a hell of a lot harder, but you can cover a lot of ground.
You have to notice.
So could you just go into suborbit and just accelerate until you go so fast that you turn the rotation
I'm gonna modulate the nitro button.
But there's also like the side effect where you have to talk about how important family is the entire time you're using it.
Dragon! No, let that meme die!
Thank you, Dragon.
I'll never let that meme die, just like my family.
I think we're giving Storm cringe damage.
You pump it into acceleration mode, the car bursts into flames, and accelerates like crazy across down the road. And we will have a little race with Jehoshaphat on the way to town.
Oh no!
I will say we're going to jump on over to the rest of the team for now. You guys are going to decide your morning planning phase.
Well, I suppose we can divide and conquer. Have half of us.
I figure option 2.
You got snakes and you got chupacabras.
The question.
I'm more suited for sneaking up on a chupa.
What was that, Dragon?
I don't know how you exactly go about catching either, unless we have people with really fast hands to catch snakes, or
we had tools for the snakes. We used a big stick.
Okay, and then for the chupacabras, do we got some kind of tranquilizer that I can shoot at?
If you will,
we had non-lethal bear trap.
If you will look over in documents, you did have some options.
The chup blood, right? You got the spear.
No, they're still lethal, but they're non-lethal.
You capture, tag, and take blood samples from at least 5 chupacabras. You did have non-lethal means. You had cages, you had non-lethal bear traps, you had stuff you could set up traps. And Dr. Linsman also provided you with a small case that had 6 large caliber bullets that had lily adder venom in them, which basically, it doesn't put them to sleep, it knocks them unconscious.
Ooh. I think that's for the rifle boys here.
Yeah, I would be happy to use that through my rifle, so...
Okay.
We have 6 rounds of those, correct?
Only 6, that's all. These were special made, so you only have the 6.
And keep in mind, week 3.
How many bullets can your gun hold, Dragon? Out of curiosity above game.
As far as a capacity, I actually do not remember.
Although we don't need to do any capturing for week 3. I mean, mountain crabs, but that's not.
I'm sorry, what? Oh, right, the other task.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, yeah, we might as well use it now because it'll be more. We don't really need them later.
I believe... Let me look at ammo capacity on your gun, Dragon. I think... campaign, equipment... firearms catalog... Nope, that's armor. Firearms catalog... I think I had an ammo capacity of 1, but let me check.
Yeah, I assumed it was essentially just like a bolt-action rifle, yeah.
Which I know are 1 ammo per shot. Which
and
means...
these bullets are specifically for two-handed weapons, so they're not like you could throw them into your...
Oh, I thought that they were they could have been made for my weapon, but I guess not. Sad face.
No, I still have I have my Redwall carbine, my pepper box, and then I remember I took a.
Oh, here we go.
Oh right, yeah, I forgot about that thing. It's been a while.
I know.
You have an ammo capacity of 6 for your.
Oh shit!
Sounds about right.
And the the long arms that you guys got from the prison have an ammo capacity of 1. So those long arms fit 1 bullet. Yours has a storage of 6.
Neat. Well, I guess you're gonna be tranking these, well, knocking these fuckers out.
Works for me.
Alright.
Means the rest of us are gonna be bag and tag, I guess.
So, everyone throw down in the chat what your job is going to be.
Either way, I'm going with Khurtin.
Khurtin. Okay, so
I want to enjoy a hunt. Of some form. That sounds like fun.
tranquilizing. Okay. And Jack is trank. That leaves Simon, Nevo, and
Ivan.
Kit's gone.
Yeah, he's been in and out. I think he's gonna be dipping because he said internet issues earlier.
Okay.
So I think he's actually gone.
Okay, so I think we'll just have Ivan work with the college students then on their stuff. Nevo's gonna get snake venom. Okay. Good, good.
That makes sense for Nevo, honestly.
And what's Simon gonna do?
I'll do snake venom too, I guess. Because they're doing their trank thing. I don't wanna...
Okay. So, 2 parties.
If I was trying to sneak up on a troop, I would just be getting in the line of fire.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. In which case, before you guys head on out, it looks like Dylan has a surprise for you. He got done, getting the pictures developed that you guys took.
Nice. I want to take a look at those before we leave.
Out of all of them, only 2 of them managed to capture a picture.
Okay.
No!
It looks like the very first picture that you took, Jack, it was the one, the very first picture of the baby. Mm-hmm. It's not bad. Let me see here. For this picture, you will get a share of $5 at the end of the contract when they get this published. The second one that you took, the one that you got a frickin' nat 20 on, it is fantastic. It is a incredibly clear shot of this baby eating that praying mantis leg that you guys had set out into the water. They think that they can get about $15 added on there.
Yo.
Mostly,
hell yeah.
Mostly because there is an aspect of this picture that shows a previously unidentified aspect of the water worms, and that is a second, like, interlayered jaw within its mouth, a little bit like a moray eel that wasn't previously cataloged.
Nice.
We made a scientific discovery!
Yeet.
They hand out every other picture, the baby's divination filter kind of jacked around with the camera. They do show you one picture. Simon, they hand off the picture to you, the one that you took where you were right next to it. You and the water are in perfect focus. The baby behind you is just this black blurry smudge. It looks really weird. Like you're standing there with like your thumbs up right next to like being outlined by a black blob that is out of focus.
Rip.
Dang it!
Hey, A for effort. I'm happy though.
So you guys got $20 added to your in total for when you get paid out.
Woohoo!
Nice, nice.
All right.
What can I say except you're welcome?
For that photogenic baby.
Hello.
Hey, kid.
Hi.
You alive?
All right.
Functioning.
Yes.
So we were just deciding what everyone's morning job was going to be. We got chupacabras and we got snake venom.
I'll do chupacabras.
Okay, so you'll head out with Khurtin and Jack.
Also, I would have liked to say something, but I think moments passed.
What was it?
When Alex left, Ivan was... You know what? Never mind.
Okay, then yeah. Let me see here. In which case we'll do the easy one first. We'll do the snake venom. So everyone who's going out to collect snake venom, I want you to roll them survival checks.
Oh no.
What if I'd been there? Oh no.
You're driving the car! Alright, Nevo, okay. And you can roll again for Buddy Bonesley. Nice! Okay. And... looks like Simon, you will roll survival as well.
You got it. Oh, where's my character sheet? Uh-oh. I closed
Over there,
it.
over there, and up there.
That's not good. That's a blank. Okay, character sheet. You are going to need to load. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hear
Yeah.
you?
Okay. I don't know why it's not wanting to cooperate. Hold on. First, let me just do this. That one. There. See, I didn't even need to look it up.
And you've got nothing added to that?
No, I've got things to add to it, but I can't bring my character sheet up.
Let me bring your character sheet up. Why can't you bring your character sheet up? There's Simon. Hello, Simon.
Try refreshing roll 20.
Yeah, refresh roll 20.
Oh, mine is like drop. I'm getting like a single red bar
Oh,
Oh
shoot.
lord.
No.
on Discord,
Connection
so yeah, I
issues,
think my
chat.
internet's just pooping.
Technical difficulties, chat.
Well, that's fine, because we're nearly at the mark for bio break.
Yeah.
Yeet.
So, Gypsy,
Hey, at least
see if you...
you're just having one red bar. Your router isn't just disconnecting from internet.
Yeah. Okay, this time it brought it up just fine. So my survival was a 4.
Do me,
4.
do me a favor, roll that again with your actual, like, character sheet. If you can do that for me.
Sure.
There we go. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da. Nevo, you don't manage to find anything. Simon, you find one. You find one snake, and using using your telekinesis, you're able to, like, kind of lift it on up and kind of milk it from a safe distance. But the rest of the day, you are just kind of, like, wandering around these plains, like, looking under rocks, like, is this a snake? Is this a snake? No, oh, shit. Buddy's a good boy. He ends up finding 2. And he brings them on over to Nevo. It's like, the second one he finds, he comes up to you and you don't see anything in his mouth, and you're like, buddy, are you wanting to play? What are you doing, buddy? And you see it, like, slither out of his, like, cranial hole. Like his nostril, he's like, ah! So, mark that down, +3. Okay. Alright. You guys spend a nice day out in the hot sun collecting snicks for their anti-venom. And you have... let me see who is... you have Astrid, who's helping you out today with that. She is... keeping the vials cool in a fridge, so... alright, not bad. Whoops. Alright. Bio break time. I will set it for We'll give everyone 5 minutes.
Okie dokie.
BioBreak chat. Welcome to the halftime show.
I'm assuming you got my message.
The one where you were like BRB?
No, the one where I was like, I want to run an idea by you that I totally should have done before the session actually started, but I forgot.
I'm not seeing that message.
Really? It should be in your DMs.
On Roll20 or on Discord?
Discord.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything.
That is super weird. It's like a grand total of 1 message where I was like, if we get a bio break, I want to run an idea by you. I forgot to mention before.
Oh.
Sorry.
If we... Oh, okay, yeah, I saw this earlier. I thought this was from earlier where you were like, I need to take a bio break, BRB.
Nope.
Okay.
I was like, I need to say some words to you.
Okay, go ahead.
My words were about, still trying to figure out that thing that I totally have because of my level, but I will not allow Alex to use yet because she doesn't know shit about magic.
Oh, that feat?
The poison stuff? Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking, like, legitimately she'd probably be sticking mostly to the snake stuff, and if we could maybe slightly contrive a way in which you could, like, I don't know, get bitten by a snake and maybe figure it out via the snake bite.
Okay.
Because, like,
I'll be right
poison,
back.
venom, it's close, right?
I can try to work on something. I've been trying to think
Yeah,
of some
because,
way.
like, I'm not gonna just have her start knowing how to do that out of nowhere. Because she wouldn't.
Okay. Yeah,
I can't justify buying the supplies necessary for that ability without her actually figuring it out.
I can start working on something.
Just figure if she gets, like, bit by a snake, that'd probably work.
But,
But yeah, I meant to mention that beforehand. Figured she'd be choosing the snake job again. I guess she's doing chauffeur instead, but that's
okay.
fine.
Yeah. Lensman chose you because you seem to handle the car best out of everybody.
Yes. My car.
And she's bringing Salem along because if this thing was gunned down by poachers, she wants a poacher's opinion. Or former poacher's opinion.
Makes sense. Still so mad about my notes getting deleted. They were really nice and in character.
Yeah, I was looking through everybody's notes and I noticed, like, some of them were, like, missing. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, I swear I was taking them, and then I just closed Roll20, and it doesn't automatically save or anything.
No, it doesn't. You have to click the save button.
Yeah, everybody's names written down, and all their personality quirks, and, like, so mad at myself.
Alright, go top off
I've
meat.
got Astrid, not that into science, wanted to be an actress. Dylan's a big nerd. Salem is an Umbran and used to hunt stuff. And Crumple Dumble. Oh wait, Crumple Dumble or Salem? They're both hunters?
There we
Are
go.
Salem and Crumble Dumble both former hunters?
No, just Salem is a former big game hunter. Crumble Dumble is this goblin that somehow got into the university on some learning program and is just, like, with them. Salem is like... No, not Salem. Crumble Dumble is just the odd person out. You don't usually see goblins in college, mostly because they don't have the attention span to, like, sit down and be academic. They're very hands-on sort of species, so her being with them is an absolute oddity.
Alrighty then.
She's there, quote, because she really likes fishies.
Good for her. And Big Joe.
Big Joe. Oh.
Alright, I guess this is my notes now. My in-character put something about her getting drunk and spilling something on her notes, so she had to rewrite them from memory, and they're not as good.
Here we go. All right. I think that's why they gave you 2 journals. If I'm not... No, wait. Was it? I don't remember. I'll have to look
No,
at
they gave us 1. I bought a second one.
That's right. That's right.
Did no one like my joke? Fine, I'll go home.
I need to
Hopefully my
actually
internet
do the
doesn't
biobrain thing.
keep acting up.
He's a giant lumberjack
Okay.
who's ready to get his back. Say, because his name is Big Joe. All right. We all ready?
Yep.
Reset my timer.
Are we? I was about to disappear for like 60 seconds.
Oh. Okay.
Gonna take another 60 seconds.
Take another 60
Yeah, go back.
seconds. Alright, need to a timer of that, and then 60... No, not 6 minutes.
Most unorthodox. I'm afraid this disrespect cannot stand.
I
will
do
not
want to
wait
say
an
this
additional
joke that I
45
was
seconds.
going to do before I got DC'd.
I told you like to.
Why do you sound like the character from the animated Swell books?
I'm glad that's all that you wanted to do.
Also, hey Tom, how is that campaign of yours? Like the campaign notes that you're making going along?
Well, I'll get back to it eventually, but I'm pretty close to done for first session.
Are there gonna be any races that you limit it or say we can't play?
I don't know.
I nearly made a really racist joke. I feel bad.
Oh.
There we go. Okay. 0, 1.
I am returned.
Because I was gonna ask if in your campaign, if there was gonna be a certain race playable.
I don't know if that was actually 60 seconds.
Because I've yet to play
It
this
was.
race.
Alright.
Just about,
Alright.
maybe like 2 seconds.
Alright. Restart my timer. There we go. Okay. We shall get back to it then. Alright. And you guys got the snakes taken care of for today. Jump on over to Chupa's.
Woohoo!
Alright. Ivan, Jack, and Khurtin. I remember you, I remember...
So, what is the plan with the chupacabras?
I remember first that you guys actually went scouting out for a good location for them. I know
Yes,
you
we
succeeded
did.
on that.
Me and Khurtin, I believe the guy who is not here went out. Mr. Dusk.
Oh, Salem, yeah.
Yeah, the 3 of us found the good spot. I believe I don't know if we did this that day, but I know we were planning on setting out some of those non-lethal bear traps to see if we can lure them in.
Okay.
Or trap them in some capacity.
I believe the first...
Do any of you have goats?
Ignoring him.
Don't really
So what's
keep
the
them
plan,
in
Chief?
hand. If we can't get them into the non-lethal bear traps themselves, then we'll have to track them down, either by footprints or other means until we're within range, and then I'll try to get a clear shot and get one.
Oh. Kit dropped again.
Well,
No, I'm here.
Oh, who dropped? Oh, Gypsy. Shit.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Alright, well, that's alright. We'll wait for him to pop back into...
He's here.
he
Hey.
just did.
Yeah, this is bad.
Ruh-roh.
Technical difficulties, chat. Weather being a cunt.
Here we go. Okay. So continue on with what you guys were saying.
Well, I suppose let's find a couple and try to get them trapped. Grabs one of the traps.
Ivan repeats, do you have goats?
Continuing
No.
to ignore.
But from what we observed with our time in prison, they don't need just goats.
But the best way to catch chupacabras, from what I heard, were goats.
I don't know what chupacabras you're growing up near, but these things are a lot smaller than what we were dealing with back in prison, so should be a little bit easier to lure around. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
True enough.
Ivan starts to baa.
Smacks him upside the head.
Oh, we're trying to attract them.
Pauses to think. I have a stupid idea.
Well, if it works, it's not stupid, but we'll see.
Well, Ivan, guess what your job today is? As he rubs his hand together with a devious grin, you're gonna be bait.
I'm waiting for you guys to get out of goat costume.
Otherwise, we
You
could-
gave Jack a devilish idea.
I mean,
don't
not to be mean,
care.
but my idea was to dress up the goblin as the goat.
No, I will sacrifice myself for Baxter.
Fair enough.
Boss is so forgiving.
Aw, he would have been a better target anyways. He's a lot smaller. God damn it. Why did I think of this? Bait.
How are you guys going to disguise Ivan to look like a goat?
You know?
Plus, I'll have... I assume you're going to be helping each other out on this one, so I would say one of you has to roll a disguise check.
Would that have to be me?
No, it'll be the person who's goading you up.
Bro.
Notification.
Hold on a minute.
I can't believe I'm being the scapegoat of this plan.
Go sit in the corner. Wait, where's disguise on here? Oh, there it
Give
is.
him the
I
Jurassic
have
Park
a flat
treatment.
0. What do you have?
What did you say, Tom?
Jurassic Park treatment.
Bye-bye.
Dragon, what is your disguise check? Do you have any pluses with it?
Yes, I have a +4.
Okay, I will definitely give you help because I have a +0.
Alright.
Ooh,
I
okay.
Pretty convincing goat. From the plant life in the area.
1 second, I'll be right back.
Should I start my new character now or later?
Depends how good my shot is.
We're not supposed to kill them, remember?
We've got the tranquilizing bullets.
Yeah, you may have slipped out for that part.
Alright.
By the way,
with your-
we lost Gypsy again.
Yeah, I know his stuff's bouncing in and out. But that's
So he's restarting his router.
yeah.
I'll be
So,
back.
alright, you guys deal with that. I'll say that you end up taking like a tarp out from the supplies. You get a couple branches and use some twine to kind of wrap them onto Ivan's head. Kind of dress him up as like a parody of a goat.
How do I
He's a
look?
shepherd. You look... just cringes a bit seeing their horrible work. It's like Good enough, he says after cringing.
Okay, okay. Let me see here. And your idea is to have them as bait. What else do you do?
After getting him set up as bait was basically just set traps, like, in random spots.
Okay.
Around him. Like, they'd be within viewing distance of him and us, but spaced apart so that way they're not all on top of each other.
Okay.
Like 10 feet apart. So, hold on a minute. I'll drag another Jack token for an example for this. So basically, if we were using a map, this is where Ivan would stand. Have one trap in 10 feet, 10 feet. I don't know how many we have, but basically
You have 2 bear traps, but you also have a couple of small cages.
Okay. Well, I guess one bear trap will go immediately to the right and to the left within 10 feet of Ivan, like, spaced out like this. It's basically in a straight line from him. And I guess hiding in, like, in some brush just in case if these things are ambush predators, which I'm pretty sure they are. Like, hide the cages fairly well and some brush, maybe see if they can accidentally walk into the traps.
Okay, okay. If that's the case, I'm assuming you guys are going to be hiding somewhere?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jack can take on the ground really, probably fairly close to Ivan, just in case if we do have to kill one, if it does get close enough to him. Whereas my character will take an elevated position in a nearby tree just so I can see him coming from afar. If he doesn't hit any of the traps, try to tranquilize him first.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In which case... Alright. If you guys are set up with your stuff... Let me see here. Ivan?
Yeah.
We're gonna see how well you goat. I want you to roll me a performance. And I'll say...
Can I roll linguistics for this?
Roll me a performance. Convince me that you're a goat.
Let's see how bad I bomb this.
Perform. Check.
It's gonna take a while to. It's
Pulls
gonna take a
out
while
gun,
to roll.
shoots Storm.
If you want, I can just physically roll the dice.
Wait for your character sheet to pop up. Let me get.
My character sheet is.
Aha! 16.
Oh, there we go.
Nice.
Dropping down onto all fours, you begin to put on your best goat performance. You start.
Bah, bah.
You start to make goaty noises. You get up and you start, like, headbutting imaginary goats in front of you. Let me see.
You know, it's not too bad.
Is there gonna be a female goat involved in this?
Oh my god, that'd be hilarious, and I'd laugh.
Guys, I think I found my calling.
You don't
I am
say.
goat.
I am.
Blank,
Alright. What I need my 2 hunters to do, my 2 snipers to do, is roll perception checks.
19.
Nice! Okay.
We're doing okay. He's not gonna die today.
As you guys are kind of hiding out in the bush, watching this Atlan.
Phrasing.
watching this Atlan put on his best goat performance, you begin to see a couple shapes moving off in the brush, not too far away from him. I'll say, Jack, you spot 3 of them. Looks like they're kind of...
How far away are they in comparison in range?
Compared to... Ivan... I would say they're about 100 feet off at this moment. They're slowly stalking towards him.
That's way out of my range, unfortunately.
Bah!
I will... Okay, question, Storm. Is there such a thing like in 5e and Pathfinder where you can hold an action?
You can, absolutely.
Okay.
It's called readying an action.
I thought so, but I will ready an action if one of these things gets past, you know, the traps and the cages and stuff and bum rushes Ivan. I will hold an action to fire at it.
Okay.
Once it's in range of me, of both me and Ivan, respectfully, because I only have a max range of fucking 30 feet.
That's right. Not necessarily a max range. You have a range increment, but firearms can shoot 10 range increments beyond that. So,
I have a max of 2100.
So it would be, your range is 30. So your max...
my range of my pepper box is 20, but my feet technically gives me 30 feet.
What feet?
I think. Hold on a minute. One skill I have, my point blank.
Point blank just says that you get a +1 when it's within 30 feet.
Right.
So it's
range increases.
So it doesn't increase the range, but your maximum range with this pepper box would be 200. But you would be taking a
disadvantage.
You'd be taking a -2 for every range increment beyond the first.
Oof. Yeah, I guess once it's within...
Alright.
I'll say, yeah, 30... If they get within 30 feet of my range, I will fire.
Okay. Ivan, I will have you roll a perception to see if you notice.
Nah. Can I not roll a performance and say Ivan's too hyper-focused and acting like a goat?
Okay, you can... Alright, I'll allow you to fail that. Roman, let me see here. They're going to take their action to move a little closer on up to Ivan. It looks like one of them is keeping on the straight path. It looks like the two other ones are starting to give him like a wide girth. Sort of like they're going to like pounce on him from the sides.
Does it look like they're anywhere close to the traps yet?
They are getting closer. I'll say...
I did say that the traps are within like 10 feet of Ivan.
Within 10 feet. Okay.
Or exactly at like a 10 foot, like literally Jack, because I assume his feet are like literally 1 foot, like from end to end. It's like it literally did like the stepping motion with his feet to do like exact measurements and shit.
Okay.
Alright.
I would say
or
that
something like that.
they move 30 feet closer, so they are 70 feet away.
Okay.
So my character's also going to be readying in action, just kind of looking down his sights, getting ready to pop the first shot if need be.
I would say in order for this to be completely successful, you need to tag them as well. So not just taking a blood sample from them. Tagging usually means that you have to keep them alive, because they can use that tag to kind of track them, data-wise.
Yeah, I'm not loading regular round, I'm loading the trank.
Okay.
Fortunately, I do not have trank rounds. They're only made for your gun. So I have live rounds.
You could still
I was
take...
gonna say, can you magically make trank rounds?
You can take the non-lethal attack action at a -4. So you could try to hit it. I mean, you're not wasting ammo because you can just summon ammo into your gun.
Yeah, but I can't make any special ammo types yet.
I don't know, like even just doing non-lethal damage with a firearm would still make it so that it would kind of enrage it. We don't want that.
Okay.
Ivan's now doing the Emperor's Nuke Groove head bop at the llama.
Alright. They get closer. They are 70, 60, 50, within 40 feet.
Okay. Gonna hold my action again for... Again.
Looks like...
You know, at this time, when they're near the traps, in case if I need to startle one of them into a trap, maybe.
Okay. It looks like they are going to... They're getting ready. Goes by. And they are going to make their... They're going to make their charge. So, Chupa's coming in right towards Ivan. One from the left, one from the right, and one from kind of like right to the north of him.
Pincer maneuver.
Yep. Let me see if they notice the traps.
Oh, I'm having way too much fun with this.
How many cages do we get? I set up all of them.
Check the contract. Let me see here. Documents.
Let me pull that up real quick.
No, not archived. Contract.
We had...
There should be small cages on here. Bear trap, camouflage. Oh, one small cage.
Okay, so one small cage, two, and both bear traps, so 3 traps total.
3
wow,
traps.
I perfectly calculated this.
Nice. Let me see for the last one. Wow. Okay. One of them is super derpy. It does not notice the bear trap, and as it goes to make like a leap onto Ivan, you hear this and you hear it yip as it begins to flail around on the ground as its leg is caught in this bear trap. The other two, one of them goes to make a leaping pounce, and the other one, Simon, you just kind of see like time just kind of slows as you see this lynx-sized chupacabra is like leaping in the air towards you. I will allow you guys to, if you want to use your attacks that you have readied.
I shall.
The one that's leaping to currently attack Ivan.
Simon.
Oh, not the two guys, the punter. Blech, late.
English.
Yeah. So, Khurtin, you would just roll your weapon, and Jack, you are going to roll, I believe it's 1 range increment away. Oh!
Oh my fuck. Rip.
Critical
Jack,
fail.
Jack, do me a favor. Okay.
Here's mine.
Excellent.
With max damage, of
course.
Wow.
Okay.
Ow.
Yeah, that hits.
Even with the -2, with the ranger increment, that's pain. Because that's 30 feet. That's 27 and 11 damage.
I'm gonna roll something real quick.
Bang.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Are you dealing non-lethal damage to this thing, Jack?
Yes. Yes,
okay.
I am.
So even after all that, drop it down
It'd
to
be
10.
a modify +1.
I know you. I know you were asking Khurtin to
blank.
do something.
Give me 1 second.
So -4 would be, I believe, 7 damage. Wait, no.
Oh no, not the damage to hit. So yeah, you still dealing max 10 damage.
11. Just point blank. 30 feet range of that, or within 30 feet.
brings up the question of how far away were you guys hiding in the brush?
I don't know. That's a good question. Because I know Khurtin's got a bigger range than I do. I'm probably sitting, like, laying prone on my stomach, like, with my hands on my gun, just bang.
Kind of just close by. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell
Probably
you what.
hiding behind a bush nearby.
Fair enough. I should have asked that beforehand. Okay, so 11 to that one. So as this thing is going, like, flying through the air, its jaws bearing down on Ivan, you shoot this thing right out of the air. You, like, graze its scalp with your gun, or with your bullet, and it drops. Ivan, I want you to make a... I believe it's a fortitude save.
Oh no.
Yes, it is a fortitude save.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no! Did I get a tranquilizer in the butt?
What you say?
Oh, that you only meant well.
Do I get a tranquilizer in the butt?
Alright, again, it's not a tranquilizer. Khurtin, as you are adjusting your sights and you see this chupacabra going straight for Ivan's face, time begins to slow for you. You've done this 100 times before. No different from any other time. In between your heartbeats, you pull the trigger and you watch as the bullet leaves the barrel, and as it goes flying towards this chupacabra, you kind of glance on over, you see a little glint in your scope, and you start to think, is that a cicada? As the bullet deflects off the cicada, and it hits Ivan right in the back of the head, and this bullet tip explodes into a powder. And Ivan, the world just goes dark. You are unconscious for 1 hour.
Oh no!
We got a fainting goat!
And you see this chupacabra. Ivan drops. And you see this chupacabra just go flying over him like, whoa, what the fuck?
I imagine this chupacabra gets smacked in midair by my bullet, Matrix
Jack,
this one, and then fucking does a barrel roll.
Jack, you just see Ivan just get sniped in the head. You see this like pink powder just spray out. You're like, oh my god! You killed it.
Just like dot. Well, he's dead. Thinking that it's like, well, that's a thing. This is fine.
This failed in the most spectacular way.
I'm slow clapping right now.
I can't believe Khurtin rolled a nat 1. I got a nat 1.
And Jack
fucking min-maxing
damage.
Min-maxing, I'm telling you.
Alright.
Oh, fucking A. Jesus Christ.
The chupacabra that went flying over Ivan gets scared off by the gunshot and runs away. So you have one chupacabra that's in a bear trap, and you have one of them, if you'd like to make another attack against it, that is kind of confused. It looks like it's shaking off that that round that you blasted across its face. If you want to make one more attack against it to see if you can knock it unconscious.
Yeah, sure, why not? Do you want me to try so you don't fucking fuck it up again?
Let's... Alright.
For 1 damage.
That's
All
all
right.
I
What are
need.
these rolls?
All right, and now Jack, you go ahead too. Okay.
God damn, man. Nice.
Fucking 23 and 8 damage.
Khurtin, do you use another tranquilizer?
Yeah.
Okay. So that down
Pew!
to 4.
That's 2.
So it's going to roll a fortitude save. Okay. It got a 13 on the dice. I'm going to say the DC for these tranks are not terribly high. It's a DC 13. But it is once per round. So I'm going to roll. Save. Come on. Okay. On the very last, second, this thing starts to kind of wander around. You do end up hitting it, Khurtin, because it's dazed and confused. It doesn't look like the poison takes effect immediately, but after, on its 4th try, or 4th roll, that's when it looks like it just collapses onto the ground.
Delayed reaction.
Alright. It is unconscious for 1 minute.
Oh, great. Well, I'm gonna move immediately over to it. I'm gonna fucking pin it down.
Okay. It is... You see its pupils are, huge. It doesn't look like it's tranquilized. It is just lying there, in a stroked out state.
It's in, a literal coma.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. It's in a coma.
Well, I guess I'll grab one of the trackers, assuming I took
It is...
one.
It's a tag, basically. It's like an ear tag that you clip onto it.
Okay, well, I'll basically do the tag thing that I know how to do. Basically, okay, sorry, little
Don't
guy. Just
forget to
basically,
grab its blood.
yeah, first, because you do this in real hunting. Experienced hunter in the party. I basically take... I'm guessing I have I know we had a knife or something that we were given by... or whatever. Basically takes the knife,
mine,
makes
yeah.
a small slit in the ear. Basically does the tag in the ear. Because that's how you do it on a deer. IRL. And then basically pulls out one of the syringes and is just alright, sorry buddy. Shank.
Draw blood from it tagged. That. Alright.
And
1 out
then
of
just
5.
and then just gets off of it and moves over to the next one.
Alright.
Does the same thing.
Not too hard. You can sit on top of it, kind of pin its mouth down. It squirms like crazy, but it's not going anywhere in that bear trap. Give me 1 second, Ivan. You do the exact same thing. Tag its ear. Draw a blood sample.
And then let it go. Release the bear trap. It's get out of here. Shoo.
It scampers off as fast as it can.
Alright. Cool. I will recollect the traps then.
Now, do you want to tag and take a blood sample from the Atlan that you just scored, or?
First, well, after grabbing the traps, I'm gonna walk over to Ivan and just be lightly, boop, lightly kick his shin with my boot.
I was gonna ask,
dead?
is there any reaction to Baxter?
Baxter is laughing hysterically.
Is your turtle also in a coma?
No, the turtle's
what about
fine.
Ivan or Vladimir.
Vladimir's fine. He didn't get blasted. Jack, as you are kind of kicking at Ivan's body, there's just no response. His eyes are staring off just into the nether.
So wait, is it more like I'm tranquilized or more like I just fell asleep?
Okay,
You're not. For an hour.
You're not asleep. Your status is unconscious for 1 hour. This is not a sleep effect. So you are not asleep, which means that they won't be able to use the waking you up rules. you are straight up just out for an hour.
Khurtin. Well, oh god, I broke character for a moment. Khurtin, what the hell are we gonna do with him? Points down to our fucking bait.
Wow. Is the ones that we have enough for the sampling and tagging?
We needed how many?
5 total. You got 2.
I hold up 2 fingers of 5. We need 3 more.
I've got a week.
Yep.
Something.
You got.
You have a week, but that's a good start for day 1. Besides, I'd rather use points a finger down at Ivan again, bait again.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna grab Ivan by the back of by the back of his shirt and just drag him. Like he's a fucking bot. I'm not even gonna be gentle about it. I'm gonna literally let his body like tunk over everything because he's out. I'm evil.
I'm unconscious. I'm not numb.
I know, but Jack's a dick.
What were you saying?
That in the morning.
What were you saying, Khurtin?
I was gonna have the goblin hold his legs while they were walking away, but yeah, that'll do it for today.
It's just gonna be a little brain damage.
Baxter, like a little goblin douche, is still, like, he has tears running down his face. And he points up at you, Khurtin. You popped him in the 10 spot! Oh my god!
To town, or are you just gonna stand there laughing like an idiot?
That was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Next to my cousin Jerry getting shot. I can't breathe.
Did we also do his cousin Jerry?
That's a different story.
You good?
Oh god. Oh god. I'm good. I'm good.
Shakes head. Carry his feet, I guess. Keeps dragging Ivan along.
Puts the turtle on Ivan's lap and kind of helps you carry him on back to town, I'm guessing. Mm-hmm. Alright. I'd say an hour goes by, no problem. Ivan, you wake up. Where do you guys put him, by the way? Just kind of.
Okay, I see that there's a couch right here in the main foyer.
Yeah. Okay.
Literally, as soon as we got it, it's like literally did the 2, 3, and just yeet him into the couch.
Ivan, your 2 memories are a chupacabra coming at your face, and then you waking up on the couch. You just see
because Jack can.
Is because what looks like.
Oh, by the way, just for shits and giggles, because he knew you were unconscious, he put Vladimir on your head for no reason, just to do it.
Oh, Vladimir would have crawled on up there.
You need help. And I have a turtle on your face. That's evil. I'm okay with this.
But yes, Ivan, you wake up and lying on a couch. You see yourself looking at the ceiling.
Yeah, Ivan gets up and just goes, "Is this what hell looks like? Much more."
And rip.
Oh, and he's back.
Actually, no, there he goes.
Sorry. Where'd I get cut off on?
Is this heaven?
Is this what hell looks like?
Yeah, I was saying, is this what hell looks like? Much more comfy than Ivan thought.
Also, Ivan is in hell. What the hell?
Meanwhile,
Ivan was no saint.
Meanwhile, Jack and Khurtin probably having either a pint or B, probably coffee. It's a fucking long day.
I guess I would go to where Ivan and Khurtin are. Wait, what are you two doing in hell?
Blank, blank. You know you're alive, right?
Oh.
Or did Khurtin hit your head so hard you're delusional?
Wait, Khurtin hit my head?
Slight miscalculation. It's been a while since I shot from a tree.
I can't believe you hit the rare hard-shelled cicada so hard it ricocheted your bullet.
By the way, how was Ivan's goat performance?
I mean, we got 2 out of 5, so decent.
Ivan will let you know that he got stellar grades in goat performance ritual class at Solomanta.
Blank, blank. Just raises a hand with a raised finger, just like then slowly lowers it. But that was ambushed by Windows 10 update. Rip, Gypsy.
Oh no.
Well, if he's still waiting to come back, we'll jump on over to Cat.
The raids.
Gasp! Me?
Alright. Doesn't take too long for you to get on over to eat a polo.
Especially going nitro speeds.
Yeah. Friendly competitive race with a giant on a steam locomotive bike. Alright. Let me see here. I'll say for sake of brevity, after a little asking around, you and Dr. Linsman are led on over to the police station. After Dr. Linsman kind of shows off a few credentials, she explains with this police station that, with the officers that, hey, I'm a university professor with New Vidnolik. I was contracted by them to come out and take a look at this, or to inspect this Bolete originally before it was taken down. They basically explained, okay, that's perfectly fine. We were trying to figure out what the hell to do with it anyways. We've been contacting biologists so-and-so to come and take a look at it. And they lead you on back to the little warehouse they have around back. And as you get on in there, the smell of decay is strong in this storage warehouse. It is... I hear a majority... I got the majority of the unconscious Ivan saga.
Nice.
On this massive, pallet, sitting in the middle of this warehouse, surrounded by just bags of ice, there is this creature, at least 20 feet at the shoulder, as pale white as a ghost, is this massive bolete that is covered in gunshots. It has a harpoon kind of sticking, out from, the intersections of its armor, or, the gaps in its plating. Just as dead as a doornail.
Oof.
And the Linsman is just staring at this thing. She is not happy.
Wow.
Shit.
Yeah. Now that I'm seeing it, I can definitely see how it could tear up a railroad.
She rubs the bridge of her nose. I've got a lot of work to do. Help me get my bags out. See if we can do some dissection work.
Alright. I'll carry anything she needs to get carried.
Alright.
Help her set up
Slowly but surely, she starts to get her little workspace comfortable. She brought the heavy-duty tools.
Yeah, that...
Getting through this thing, there is a lot of meat and muscle to get through, and you're just kind of off to the side. She has Salem kind of helping her out. She is carving into the stomach. She kind of has the officers kind of help her get it onto its side so she can get it like the soft underbelly. And she is
basically look like a cross between a shark, a rhinoceros, and a tank, right?
Pathfinder describes it as the cross between an armadillo and a snapping turtle. They are, they are massive. They are armored. They are known for pretty much eating anything, and they can burrow at massive speeds. She is going in at like the soft like underbelly of this thing to kind of open up. There's a lot of decay.
Mask to mitigate the smell.
And you see her reach in, pulls out one stomach, pulls out two stomachs, pulls out three. It turns out these things have like 6 stomachs in total. And she's like cutting open into them, looking into them. Diet of iron.
Herbivores or
omnivores?
Huh.
She starts to give you a little basic bio lesson. They have 6 stomachs. Each one more specified, smaller. Each one smaller than the previous one, but they have been known to eat meat, plants, anything metal, anything. They can eat dirt, and it just gets steadily digested through its entire system. Magic items have been known to be swallowed by these things and just corroded.
Wow.
And
does it look like it was blind?
Let me see here. Just taking a look. It doesn't look like it was blind, amazingly. It just had 0 pigment to it.
Huh.
Let me see. And you see her, she has Salem kind of like pulling out any of the little like bullet pieces that it can find. Removes the harpoon, which looks like the harpoon was the killing blow as it severed its spine.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, damn.
And say this takes up the majority of the day with her working on this. You're kind of like sitting off to the side, kind of watching her dig into this just elephant-sized creature. You see her kind of as the sun begins to set. She pulls off her gloves. These like thick like garden like rubber gloves. So you pull down her mask. Well, couple of things. Just kind of cracks her neck. Give me a second to take a look at my notes.
How do you spell Itapolo?
I-T-O-P-O-L-O.
Super spelled that wrong.
Alright. Well, a few interesting discoveries. First and foremost, Old Satchmo wasn't a male. This was an old Satchette. Second surprise, and she pulls up a cart with an organ on it. I want you to... Let me see if you would even know this. You can roll a medicine, or you can roll a knowledge of nature.
Where is medicine? Oh, right. Knowledge. Maybe? Heck. Where is it? Where is medicine?
a heal. Heal. That's what it is. Heal's also used for medicine.
I do have that.
Nat one. You
min-maxing tonight.
You're more familiar with human anatomy than anything. Yeah. Resetting your brother's, like, anytime your brother broke his arm, you're like, let me pop that back in.
Patching up bullet wounds from dumbass gun running shit.
Dr. Linsman's gonna see you're not quite up to date on your magical creature anatomy.
Yep, that sure is a big monster organ.
This is where the babies come from. Or the grown.
Oh.
And...
oh no.
Well...
she wasn't like...
not at the moment, but it did look like that she gave birth recently.
Oh.
Boletes can... They lay a gelatinous egg, and they're known to, they lay up until they die, basically. They can. And it looks like she might have given birth not that long ago.
What's a boletinist like?
Can usually...
gelatinous? Does it need to be near water or something?
Doesn't need to be near water. The eggs themselves are gelatinous. They can lay up to 6 at a time. The babies will develop inside before they kind of burst on out. After a little bit of a gestation period, so... I'm guessing old Sachet might have had a couple babies sometime recently.
So, do we have a new mission here? Looking for...
I think we might.
For Sachi eggs? Alright then.
Your mission. If you choose to accept it.
Seer.
Stick it, baby.
Welcome back, Gypsy.
Do they like bury them, or?
Boletes will tend to find a cave somewhere, or they'll dig out a burrow in which to lay them. Makes me wonder about their mate, though, because I don't remember any reports of old Satchmo being seen with another, which is strange because they're usually monogamous. They'll mate for life.
Do you think maybe Sachet had a matching Satchmo that was also gestures at corpse and the albino-ness of it?
Well, I have no idea. I think that's going to be a fun little mystery to find out. I need to find out where the nest is. And she looks on over at Big Joe, who's kind of been, like... because he can't fit into this warehouse, he's kind of been sitting, like, just twiddling his thumbs. Like, oh, I wanted that. And she kind of looks on over at him. If you have any ideas where we might be able to find it. The guy couldn't get a meeting together with the other agricultural board members, and we'll see what we can dig up.
Maybe you could have, like, an egg. Probably go better for you if you like raised it yourself than just stealing a wild one.
Mm-hmm. Twiddles his thumb at that. He's like, oh, I'm sure we can discuss this later. If we've had time to grieve. Grieve? Mourn. I don't know. Sorry, I'm distracted. Dr. Linsman begins to take photos of her work.
Motive?
Go ahead.
That's with an S. Hey, a critical fail.
He is as open as a book. He seemed like he was set on owning an adult bolete. Now that you mention raising one as a baby, you see this look in his eyes like, oh my god. It's like going...
He's not ready to be a parent.
It's like going to like an adoption center and being like, I'm going to go pick up I'm gonna go pick up like an older dog, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, I have a puppy now. How do I raise, how do I even go about doing this?
Promise it's easier with a young one than it is with an old one.
See, Dr. Lensman tosses her gloves to the side, kind of looks up at him. You do know I don't feel safe with letting just anybody have a baby bolete. You do know how dangerous those things are, right? And you see him kind of nod his head, side to side. But they're not that bad.
And he's like 60 feet tall.
Kind of looks at him.
He'll probably be fine.
And you see him kind of shrug and kind of look on over at you guys and see him go, I've heard stories of kobolds taming them. And what the hell does that have to do with you having one? You know, just... Well... I mean... If kobolds can tame them, I mean... I don't see why we can't tame them for... Oh... agricultural purposes.
Agricultural?
You know, like... helping us till the land with their burrowing snoots. So we can plant more fields, or...
Terraforming.
Help us...
Can't you just stick a plow on the butt end of a cow?
I mean, we could, but... you get so much ground with a bolete. I mean, a cow you stick a plow onto, a bolete you just let it out into the field, and oh look! All that tilled land! So you're...
I mean, with the size of you, I'm pretty sure you could put on some cleats and get that taken care of yourself.
You see him kind of like shrink on down and kind of twiddle his thumbs again. Just a thought. Just a thought.
Is your interest really agricultural, or are you just looking for a funky pet here?
Roll me another sense motive.
This guy's so
that's
fucking
what I
easy to read.
fucking thought. S for sense motive. Oh, less.
He got a 5. You get the sense it's probably both. It's like you get a tone in his voice is like, oh man, that'd be fun. Like everyone wants a wolf as a pet. And this dude's like, but you're also sensing there might be a little bit of truth in like, hey, I have this idea, and it's so cool. Like when I first started the agricultural board, we used to be in contact with the local kobold tribes of the mountains, and they used to tell me stories, and I like animals, and I always thought having bolete around might show people that, hey, they're not so bad, they have their uses.
How much information about the taming of them did you get from the kobolds?
They gave me a list.
Uh-huh.
And you see kind of like reach into his pocket, and he pulls out like, it's a giant sized wallet, but you see him kind of like with his fingers very gently pull out like this little leather parchment. And he starts to like unfold it, and he's like, oh god, sweat, sorry. They made me a little diagram of how they do it.
Uh-huh.
Just a thought. Just something I thought I could use to benefit the town.
You, still in contact with those kobolds?
We haven't heard from them in a while. Ever since the fire drake moved into their area, they've been keeping low. We see them every once in a while where their trade caravans come through town. But
Well, if we do find some eggs, I'd definitely recommend seeking out some expert opinions from the experts on actually doing this thing.
you see him kind of like shrug his head, kind of cower on down like a kid who's being lectured. Just like, yeah.
A pet is a big responsibility, you know.
I know. I owned a pet. I had a pug. And you see Linsman still kind of like rubbing the bridge of her nose. You do know those things only last for 20 years at most. Right? He's like, I mean, yeah. Still, it was a thought. It was an idea. It was an ambition.
A wild animal is always going to be a big responsibility.
Especially a wild animal that's not known to be domesticated normally within civilized environments, and one that can eat through metal.
That too.
Alex,
definitely I would get back in contact with those kobolds if... Yeah.
Kind of nods his head and looks on and is like, yeah, I know. Alright. Linsman kind of looks on over at you, Alex. I'd like to spend one extra day here.
Okay.
I'm kind of curious. I'm gonna continue my work on the Bolete here, but tomorrow I think I might like to ask the policeman about those poachers.
Right.
Why exactly they decide to go after a protected species. Especially one that's well known around these parts.
Yeah, did they just leave the body? Is anything stripped off of it, or did they get caught or something? What happened?
It doesn't look like anything's been stripped off it.
I mean, that sounds less like poachers and more like angry locals or something. They didn't take anything from it?
Doesn't look like it. I'm counting... All of its dorsal plates are still attached to the body. None of its claws are missing. All the internal organs are intact. I'm the first person to open it up.
Oof. Found it. Did they get interrupted and chased off?
I believe that they're still caught. If I remember correctly, 2 of them are being held in the prison, or being held in the jail at this moment.
I guess have a talk with them, see what the motivation was.
I'll hopefully do that tomorrow. Till then, I think I need a rest and a stiff drink. And probably a phone call to the university to let them know that a protected species just got killed. So, I'll phone them.
Do you want to do that? I can find a spot for us to stay or something.
I just imagined, like, not park rangers, but, like, literal rangers. Like, coming out.
Hey, you got, like, you have a skill set that gets adapted into the new world.
The druid and the rangers.
Druidic rangers.
This is a nature thing.
Yeah, but I mean, rangers specifically with creatures would be.
Itapolo, got any hotels?
Let me see here. Linsman's running a little finite on cash at the moment, so she's just gonna ask if you guys can like camp out.
Let's see here. I can shift it into plant gear for I think a 1-person tent at the moment, and 2 people can sleep in the car.
Which tent mode would actually like turn it into a shelter.
Oh shit.
Let me see here.
I thought it grew like a tent off the side of the car or something like that.
Was somebody snoring?
Could all 3 of us fit in there?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Alright.
Dragging you there.
Which we're actually going to call it for tonight.
Yes, that sounds good. I'm tired.
So, you end up kind of setting up... you end up basically camping out in the police parking lot.
Nice.
For the night. And we will call it there with everybody's jobs. We'll be right at 1 o'clock. 1:10.
All right.
Cancel. Reset timer. All right. So that should be it. Our night ends with Ivan being sniped in the back of the head with...
I didn't get a single chance to press my new button on my soundboard.
Well, now you can. What is it? What is it?
Accurate.
The death of the Bolete, and
I have that on my voice mod.
all right.
That's the other one, I
I
guess.
saved the
5,
journal this time.
4, 3.
Thanks for listening!